What is going on, YouTube? I am Prepper Princess, the author of Living on Almost Nothing. If you are interested in purchasing my book, I will go ahead and leave a link down in the description box below. Also available in paperback form, link in description box. So I want to talk to you guys about a bare bones budget, what it is to me, what it is to other people, and how and why mine would be like so low if some horrible thing happened. We're talking like the Great Depression happened, the economy is mostly collapsed, can't get a job, can't get paid on YouTube, can't get paid to do anything. And my bare bones budget is much lower than most people's. A lot of it is going to depend on where you live because property taxes, medical insurance, car insurance, stuff like that is more expensive in different places. It's just the way it is. And just so you all know, I got my car registration bill. It is $138. I can't cover up enough to like $138 for my car because it's 25 years old. And I choose to have an older car because I'm not really a car person, but it still has it. I just hit 90,000 miles on my 98 25-year-old car, which is currently collecting dust in the driveway because I never drive it because I ride my e-bikes everywhere. But so let's go over my budget, okay? Mortgage, $0. My house is paid off. I would pay $0. Medical insurance, $0. If there is a Great Depression and I'm in survival mode and I just don't have the money to pay for medical insurance, if I don't have the money, and we're assuming Great Depression, credit cards are no longer offering credit, banks are not offering loans, it is cash only. Until we get out of this, I don't have the money. No medical insurance. Car insurance, $0. I would not pay it. And people are saying, oh my gosh, you drive without insurance. Well, first of all, I pay my insurance on a yearly basis. So anytime that I'm making a video like this, I have months left on my car insurance. So even if the Great Depression did happen, for starters, I wouldn't be able to afford gasoline to put into my car. So I wouldn't be able to afford gasoline. I wouldn't be able to afford insurance or car registration. It is sitting in my driveway parked. End of story. That's all there is. Now, fortunately, I have alternative modes of transportation. I've got plenty of e-bikes to go around. They all work on electricity. You charge the batteries. And which brings me to my electricity charge, $0. This house is solar. It makes 9,500 kilowatt hours per year, and I use less than that. So I actually get paid for my electricity. Now it's gas and electric combined, Pacific Gas and Electric. So there is a $12 surcharge to have it connected to the grid. But if I provide more than $12 in electricity back to the electricity company every month, then when my, what's it called? They only charge or refund you once a year. True up. So when my true up comes, if I've provided more than $12 a month in electricity, then that gets reimbursed back to me. I actually am doing the calculations. I'll probably get a check for around $700 because I produced more electricity than I consumed. And when I do my cooking, no more gas stove. That is simply going to go, I'm going to do my cooking with my solar oven via fire on my, it's not a grill, it has a grill on it. My little bonfire thingy that has a grill on top. Everything's getting cooked with collected firewood. And barbecued collected firewood that I get on my walks, and we're doing it all outside. Or I'm gonna take my electric 2-burner plug-in cooker and we're cooking via electric because that's all we've got. No gas in the winter either. Internet gone. No more internet. No more internet for Prepper Princess. That's it. You're watching DVDs. I don't have cable, so there would be no cable bill. Phone, $0. I'm not paying for anything. I'm not gonna have a cell phone. So what's gonna happen is I pay for my cell phone just like I do my car insurance, 1 year at a time. And I don't know why I'm flailing this about. This is my phone holder, but I'm filming with my phone. But it's done a year at a time. So if the economy collapses, I have a few months left of whatever. And then I would contact my family and my friends and say, Friday night at so my brother, Friday night at 7 p.m., I will be at the library using their Wi-Fi, and we can call via Skype on my phone or on my computer. So you are designated every Friday night at exactly 7 p.m. Call my best friend, Shelly. Every Saturday night or Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m., that is your time. I will be at the library. That is when you call me. And I would be using those services to communicate with my family, because it's very important to communicate. Water and sewer, I don't really know what it is, because it varies depending on how much I use. So it's anywhere between $30 and $60 a month. So I'm gonna go with $45. And okay, the only way that I can get rid of that is by riding my e-bike down to the Sacramento River, which is 4 miles away, carrying buckets of water back, and then pooping essentially in a bucket in a composting toilet. So I wouldn't be able to use my toilet, and I'd have to shower with river water every night. And to me, earning $45 a month is a lot easier than doing that. It's just a lot easier and less time consuming, less horrible. Now, I do intend to eventually get rain barrels and rain gutters, but I have to get a new roof. This house is a huge renovation. Everything needs to be redone. So I'll eventually get there to where I can cut off the water and sewer if something happens. But at this point, right now, I can't. Garbage, $0. Canceling the service. No, thank you. I will compost my green waste. I'm not gonna be buying any products, so there's not gonna be any plastic going in there. And any food that I get is literally going to be in like bags that I bring with me to the grocery store, like the kind that you put like fruits and nuts and vegetables in. I will be bringing those to the store with me and reusing them forever, because I simply have no way to get rid of the plastic. Shush, Rocky, there's nothing there. The window is open. Look through the window. There is nothing there. If you could see his face, he's literally looking through the window. I guess there's not anything there. Oh. Anyway, so medical insurance gone, car insurance gone, phone gone, internet gone. That is a bare bones budget. Now, we're looking at like during the Great Depression, there was the Dust Bowl, natural disaster, food was scarce. I will of course be growing my own garden. Right now I'm growing my own fruit trees. I can see the oranges are coming in here. So fruit, there's nothing there. There's nothing there, mister. So fruit is taken care of. Vegetables will be taken care of, because of course I'm gonna spend $5 on some seeds and get $100 worth of vegetables. That's just the way it is. Right now, the only vegetables I do is my leafy greens, tomatoes, and zucchini, and that's it. So that would definitely get increased. Now, I do want to show you something. So remember how I told you all that product reviews can be a blessing or a curse? Well, this is now my guest room closet, and these are all solar generators and solar panels. I've got 20,000 watts of generators, probably 30 or 40, 50,000 watts. I don't even know. I can't count. I know I have over 1,000 watts in solar panels. So if something like that did happen, even though I have solar on the top of my house, which is on grid, I make money off of that solar. So what I would do is I would set up all my solar generators in the backyard, which faces south, and I would get that everything would be hooked up via extension cords. It would be ugly. But I would be able to power my entire house off of that and make nothing but money from the solar panels that are on the roof. So that would be probably my main source of income. which is sad, but it's 42 cents per kilowatt hour here in California. And state regulations state that PG&E has to pay you a fair wage for the kilowatt hours that you produce beyond what you use. So they pay us what they charge us, which is 42 cents a kilowatt hour. I do 9,500 kilowatt hours a year. At 42 cents a kilowatt hour, I'm making $3,990 per year, which I have to live off of for 12 months, which is $332.50. So all spending is gone. Food, most people spend $400 or $500 in a month. I'm going to be spending like $50 on me and the dogs. It's going to be lots of rice and beans. Lots of rice and beans and fruit from the garden and the trees in the front yard, and lots of leafy greens from the garden. Lots of blackberry, plum, blueberry, grape picking, because they grow here on public land. They're everywhere. So that would be pretty much all my fruit and vegetables would be taken care of, and the rest is going to be rice and beans with the occasional bit of meat. That's all I'm going to get. So when people talk about bare bones, they get on here and they're like, this is my bare bones of $3,500 a month. And I'm like, I don't think you understand really what bare bones is. Now, it's different for everybody. I always get in the comments, oh, well, I have medical issues. I need medical insurance. Okay, but if you have no money and there's no credit available, can you pay for it? Because if not, you are going to die. That is what happened during the Great Depression. If people starved to death during the Great Depression because they didn't have money. There was no food. There's no grocery stores like you had. You had the meat market, and then you had like the corner store that sold fruit and vegetables and bread. And that's like everybody else. People back then were a lot hardier than we are today. And they get credit for it, but they don't get enough credit. But the truth is that bare bones, let's say that I'm going through like a really bad, everything's just not working out. Like my renter's not paying, and you know, YouTube's not paying. I'm not making any money through affiliates nothing. I can still make it. And no, I don't live on nothing. You know, I have medical insurance and car registration, and I've got the home insurance and the property insurance, and I pay for my stuff. I just don't buy stuff, you know, and I don't eat out at restaurants. To me, that's not really giving up a lot. People talk about, and the reasons that I don't do these things has nothing to do with money. I can't eat out because I get sick, because there's too much grease and salt in the food. Anything I order, it doesn't even matter if it's chicken Alfredo, I get sick. Like I don't know or I feel I have to get Tums, and I'm feeling so horrible for like 3 or 4 days. It's awful. And no, I don't have any IBM or something. I literally eat so clean that if I go to a restaurant, anyway. And I show on here cheap meals and stuff like that, but for the most part, all I eat is meat and vegetables. That's it. I should say mostly vegetables and a little bit of meat, 1 meal a day, and coffee. That's all I eat. And people are like, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. How do you eat 4,000 calories in a day? Tell me. I would love to know, because I can't. I eat a quarter of the amount of most Americans, and I can't help it. If I eat like a normal American, I will gain 30 pounds in a week. If I eat prepper food, I used to hoard prepper food. If I eat prepper food, I gain 30 pounds. And then it takes me like 2, 3, 4 months to take off what I just gained in like a month. It's horrible. It's issues, folks. Most people will say, well, I wish I could eat like nothing in a day and still have energy like you do. Well, I wish I could eat more sometimes, because I can't. I can only eat 1 pancake. I can't eat 2 or 3. I'm full. I am full. No more for me. No more for Prepper Princess. But I can drink all the coffee in the world. Give me a coffee, I will make room. As you can see, I moved my desk. It's now in front of my front window, which gives much better light. I'm not even using my ring light. Oh, it's not even plugged in. This is just natural light. So it's working out very well. I like this light a lot better than my ring light, which blinds me, and it's kind of, but this is great. Okay, I'm sorry. I am babbling. I have a lot of energy today. I have a customer coming over to purchase a product from me, and I'm excited about having several $100s in my hand. And I just realized I have to find a way to spend $80 on charity. I know what I'm gonna do. Okay. All right, folks. So that is what I've got for you today, my bare bones budget. And another thing is that, you know, a lot of people do no spend January, which for some people it's great. People who have a spending problem or people who overspent at Christmas time, no spend January is great. But I would want you to try a bare bones budget. Just pretend it's the Great Depression. You've got no credit cards and no income and no money. Play a game. What's the word? Challenge yourself. This is how I get my kicks. I challenge myself to see how little I can live off of. It's very little. It's like less than $200 a month if you include groceries. I can live on less than $200 a month and still keep a roof over my head. But it's giving up a lot. It's giving up automotive transportation. It's giving up any type of insurance, anything that would protect me in the future. But the main reason for insurance is to protect your wealth or your health. So, well, not even your health, because they're required to help you if you go into a hospital. And if you have nothing, you have nothing to lose. So why not just go to the hospital and declare bankruptcy? I mean, if I've got nothing. And there are different types of bankruptcies that will allow you to keep your house. So I think that during a Great Depression, I would go with that one. But the truth is that I've set myself up so that no matter how bad things get in the United States, in the economy, in the world, no matter how bad they get, I can still get by comfortably because my comfort level is so minimal. You know, I don't have to turn on the heater in the winter. I'll turn on my heated blanket. I do have to turn on the air conditioner for about a week or two during the summer, and it's not for me. It's because of the dogs. If I didn't have the dogs, I would just open the windows and wear ice around my neck because it cools down here at night, unlike in Arizona. Here it gets nice and cool into the 60s at night. Open my windows and sleep great. Maybe I would sleep during the day and just enjoy the 60 degrees at night and watch DVDs on my TV. Okay, I'm babbling. I need to stop. So I am curious what your guys' bare bones budget is. And I'm talking bare bones. We're talking survival budget. We are talking Great Depression. You have no money, you have no income, and you have no credit. No credit cards, no income, no money. What is your bare bones budget? And if you can't get a 9-to-5 job, you can't get a job at a company, what are you gonna do to make that minimal amount to get by each month? I've got a million ideas of what I'd do. I would rent out my e-bikes to people who can't afford gas for a much lower rate. I rent out my e-bikes. You need a way to get down to the corner to get to work. Okay, that's gonna be, I don't know, $2 a day to rent an e-bike. And I've got 12 e-bikes. That's $24 a day. I could do that if I rented them all out. So let's say $14 a day. That's enough for me to eat. That's enough for me to eat and eat well on $14 a day. I would sell my extra produce. I get too many oranges. These trees are fully, there's 2 and there's 1 of me. And these orange trees produce 500 oranges each. Probably more than that. So I would sell my extra oranges. I would do dog walking. I would do, lawn mowing, raking. Whatever I could do. I would go fishing and sell my fish or barter my fish for different foods. There's a million different things I would do if I had no money. Fortunately, we're not in that position, and I don't think we ever will be, but it is very important to think about these things. It's kind of like, what if I won the lottery in reverse? What if things got really bad? And I don't think there's going to be a Great Depression. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm just saying, what would you do? All right, folks, that is what I've got for you today. If you liked this video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up because it really helps me out on the YouTube algorithm. And not a lot of people are giving the thumbs up. Or you can go ahead and thumbs down it because it's the same thing as a thumbs up via the algorithm. All right, folks, do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.
So, it seems I have no choice but to bow down and cede to that bleeding French prick and hand in my crown. Well, that same crown says I have no choice but to refuse his terms. We will attack the French across the river at dawn.
But attack, sire. But Sir Henry... I'll hit them butts.
This is no day for cowards or politicians. The last thing the French will expect is an attack from a defeated army whose elbow will come in the day.
Yes, your majesty.
Then all we need do is bring them into range. A small party could cross under cover of darkness and dispatch their sentries.